Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka I'm a Ghostbuster, and today I'm doing a quick review for A Tale of Paper Refolded. Now this was released onto the Xbox Store on the 19th of August 2022. Now it's developed by Open House Games and it's published by Digerati. And this is a game that's previously been released on other platforms and it's coming to Xbox with additional content. So not only do you get the main story, you also get the sort of prequel chapters which add extra sort of missions and stuff like that to the game. Now the game itself is a puzzle platformer, plays very similar to like Little Nightmares and stuff like that in that perspective. And basically, it tells the story of Line, who is a magical character who's made out of paper, and you basically learn origami as you go to change your shape, and you can change your shape into different things such as a frog, a ball, a paper airplane, stuff like that. And you use these abilities and these transformations to progress through the puzzles and the levels, basically. Now, there are obstacles to avoid. There's like Roombas that like suck you up and eat you. There's water that obviously you made out of paper, you fall apart, you can fall off things, stuff like that. But the general gameplay is pretty solid. Now, the game itself doesn't feature any sort of narrative in the audio sense. There's no sort of description, any conversations or anything like that. It's all just played out in what you do in the game. Now, it looks really nice, it plays nice, and it's got a nice soundtrack to it. And like I say, I did like the way that you use the abilities to progress, and it slowly introduced them bit by bit. So you start off just being able to jump and stuff, and you have like an ability to like open, undo screws and stuff on sort of like crawl spaces and stuff like that, and then eventually you become a frog so you can jump higher, then you become a ball so you can go down pipes, and then you become a paper airplane so you can glide across large gaps and stuff like that. And obviously as you progress you unlock more of these abilities. Now the game plays across a variety of environments, so it starts off in like an old house, you end up in a sewer, you then end up in like an outdoor sort of field, and then you're on a sort of like a rooftop scene and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a really, they all look really different as well. Like I said, they all have very unique art styles, which was nice. So they're very memorable between them. And there are sort of like boss sections in there as well. Like the first one you come up against is there's like a spider chasing you and you have to run away from it. Very much akin to playing Crash Bandicoot when they were chasing you down and you're on the little polar bears. Similar to that, basically jumping over gaps, avoiding pits and stuff like that. Now the game itself isn't extremely long. You'll finish this in about 2.5 hours at best. You'll probably take less than that. Depends on sort of your skill level on the bosses and if you've missed any of the missable achievements, because there are some missable achievements. Luckily though, the game does feature a chapter select, which is always great. I always appreciate games that allow you to jump back in at a certain point once you finish the game, so you don't have to play the entire thing again just for like one missed achievement. Now, there's also collectibles in each of the stages to find, and they are also linked to achievements as well. Now, I really enjoyed this game. Like I say, not only do you get the story of Lime, but you also get the prequel chapters, which feature a different paper protagonist as well, and that one has its own shape-shifting abilities, so it's a total different sort of play style there in that sense. And overall, it was a very enjoyable game. Now, it's playable on Xbox Series X and S and PC. It's obviously optimized for Xbox Series X and S, and it has the capabilities of 4K resolution and 60 FPS. And like I say, for the majority of the time, it ran perfectly well. At one point, my Xbox shut down, but I don't know whether that's just been the heat or what. But I've had no other problems since then. The camera at times can be a little tricky, especially on some of the climbing sections where you're trying to jump over small gaps or large gaps onto small items and stuff like that. But it's not too unruly. Like I say, it's just the only things I can nitpick with. Now the game is priced at £16.74, so it's all depend on if you're happy to spend that much money for like less than 3 hours content. Now, I myself, obviously, I got provided this code from the publisher, so big thank you to them for that. But I did really enjoy the game. However, like I said, I know some people, it's a lot of money, times are tough, so £16.74 for less than 3 hours of gameplay may put some people off. But if you are looking for a nice little indie platform puzzler with nice graphics, good soundtrack, and sort of like a plot that sort of progresses as you play through just like your actions and stuff like that over like narration and story and stuff like that, it's a nice little emotional journey for you guys to play. This may be a game for you. But that's it for this video, guys. Like I say, I really enjoyed it. But if you've enjoyed this video, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting us know what you think of this game. And we'll see you soon for more gaming content, guys. Bye for now.